Hi, Gary. Good morning. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, good morning, Maneet, and namaste, everybody in India. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste, sir. How are you?
Very good, great, amazing. Thank you for inviting me for this call.
Thank you so much for joining. It's an honor for us to have you here.
Likewise, likewise.
So we are close to 41 people right now.
Awesome.
Great. So anyone is joining from your group? So shall we wait for them since we still have 5 minutes to go?
It's okay. We can just go accordingly. Those who are coming in, they will come in themselves. Do they need to register to get in, or it is just open?
It's open. They can straight away come in.
Okay, they know the timing. So if they come in, then they will be there lah.
Sure.
Yes.
So we are excited to know about your Kangen journey.
Wait a minute. It sounds like you may have switched to a different language. Is there are y'all hearing me okay?
Yeah, you're fine. I can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry, you were saying?
So Gary, first of all, thank you so much. Like it's been a very short notice and you have given us time despite you keep so busy in your schedule. And I must say we do not have any monetary benefits, still you are here to support us. It's really an honor for us.
Yeah. You are very welcome, Maneet. We are all Kangen family. Your success is also my success, especially if you know the global pool financially. I mean, I'm talking real financially. In the global pool for -3 and above bonus, in a way, I still make something from some of y'all.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But that is a small thing when as I go on my sharing today, as much as we are also how should I say, of course, money is very important. Everybody wants to make more money, you know. As a young kid growing up in Asia, we have, I mean, just like in India, Malaysia is the same, China is the same, you know. We are all thinking about how we can make more money, you know, have better life. But until you reach a certain level of financial success, then you realize, hey, there's much more to life. So yeah, I will talk a little bit more on that later. Yeah.
So Gary, so we are a family of close to 450 people right now. It's been
Awesome.
30 months we have been working in Kangen, especially if I talk about myself. I took Kangen business full time. So currently I'm representing 6A2 rank with two more 6 IDs under me. And in this month, a lot of people are coming up, becoming leaders and qualifying 6A. So we have seen your journey. You have spent 12 years. It's a long time.
To be exact, is in April. This is April, right?
Yeah.
I turned 13. My 13th birthday. 13 years.
13 years you have completed in ENAGIC business. It's a long time. A decade to give in any business a decade. It's amazingly a great time. Certainly you have seen good success. That's why people stick for longer period, right? So I just want to know, before we talk about ENAGIC business, what were you doing before ENAGIC? Since we had a word over the phone, you were saying you had a lot of experiences of network marketing. You have seen a lot of roller coasters, ups and downs. Yeah. Despite of seeing a lot of failure or successes in direct selling, but still you were so confident to join ENAGIC again. What inspired you to be in this industry for so long? Okay.
Firstly, thank you, Maneet, for inviting me for this show. I hope whatever I'm sharing today, some of the things may be of value to you all and may touch you all and lead you all to higher success in your business. So I want to quickly go on to talk about my early days. Okay, so I'm one of those very blessed because as a young kid, as a young boy, although I didn't come from a well-to-do family, in fact, my family was average or at times below average financially. Okay, although both my parents love me and my two brothers, perfect, close-knitted, warm family, but financial always a struggling. But one of the good thing that happened in my life is I literally grew up in a network marketing family. I'm not sure about India, but in Malaysia, way back, even in the early 70s and 80s, people are very into direct selling and network marketing, maybe as an extra income. So if ever you all come to Malaysia, you can take a stone and throw to any working adults. They have dabbled in some form of direct selling and network marketing. You know, everybody has been into this. Okay, so I literally grew up in a family that was involved with network marketing. Many companies, okay, many companies, one company after another. And also I was very blessed. My first mentor at the age of 12, when I was at 12 years old, my first mentor is none other than my uncle, my mother's youngest brother. He's still alive today. He's 82 years old. In the early 90s or late 80s, early 90s, he was a MLM. Have you all heard of this term? MLM. I know nobody liked that term, but well, it's just a term anyway. Multi-level marketing. Okay, nothing wrong with it. It's just that some people associate it with a scam or whatever, but there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, in fact, it's purely legal. So my mentor was a legend in the MLM industry in Asia. So he was featured in a lot of magazines. And what really got into me, why this direct selling network marketing DNA got into my blood, is because I saw the life of my mentor. Number one, he doesn't seem to need to work. My parents and everybody else that I know work very hard, work a lot. And then at the end of the day, like not much money, you know, financial still an issue. There are a lot of people, you know, financial 70, 80 financial related. But I see my mentor not working, not really need to work, the normal working. They don't go to office, don't do anything. But what got me even more excited, apart from his not really need to work, making tons of money. We are talking of like maybe 5 to 10,000 US dollars in the 90s, in the 80s. That's a lot of money. 5 to 10,000 US dollars every month. And those days, it was all checks, you know, it was every month he was showing us the check. But more than just the time freedom, the money, what got me really excited was everywhere he goes, he has people just gravitating to him, coming to him and thank him. Like as if, I don't know, like he's like, I mean, I'm not trying to be spiritual, but just to bring it to a higher context, like he's like Jesus or Buddha or somebody big, like everybody come to him and thank you. Oh, you changed my life. Wow, they cry, they hug him. And I was like 12 years old at that time. And I said 12 to 17 years old, around that period, I was like, if one day I ever going to be successful, to be known as successful, okay, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. So that really got the blueprint in my head. I mean, had I not have that, maybe today I may not be in MLM. I told you money before today's session. I said I've been doing 15. ENAGIC is my 15th company, you know. So many ups and downs, some are glory times, then some glory followed by a lot of pain at the back, you know, the scars behind us, you know. So have I not had this proof in my early years, this blueprint in my head, I may not be where I am today. So that is just to tell you why after so many roller coasters, so many companies, I still believe in this. And of course, okay, since I've been doing so many, whether you talk about the binary plan, Malaysia company, America company, very established, like you know some names from America, very established company. Then when I saw ENAGIC, okay, ENAGIC as a company. And personally, I'm very close with Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro. If some of you have follow my social media, you will see he's just like my father. You know, we have personal meals together, you know, we do a lot of things together. So I'm very close with him. So ENAGIC as a company, and with this quality of man behind this company, wow, if you are first time doing network marketing, you need to thank your lucky star, because this is the best lah, ultimate. I mean, I cannot say it's a perfect company. No company is perfect. No human being is perfect. But from every angle of the opportunity of the platform, to me, it's the best in the world. Best in the world. So you are really, if you are already in, you are very, very lucky. Yeah. So that's a little bit story of mine in the early days, Maneet.
So it's grateful to know about your journey. Just want to know one more thing. A lot of people, when they start in ENAGIC business, since it's their first network marketing company or direct selling company, after giving couple of demos or meeting 10, 15 rejections, they sometime, stop themselves.
Yes.
Whereas as a person, Gary, who has done 14 companies, not 14 people, 14 companies, and then joining ENAGIC with so much of strong mindset. So what message you want to give to new people when they face challenges? What should they do to, go on?
Okay. Maneet, you have a very powerful, thank you, Maneet. You have a very powerful question here. I want to leave you all with an idea. I hope this idea gives you the right mindset. Okay. Now, if you are just like me, that have very clear, you have clarity about this industry, network marketing. I was just having dinner with my boy, my son. I got 4 beautiful children. My second one is a boy, my son. I got 3 girls, 1 boy. So I was talking to my boy. My boy, just like me. After high school, he said, Daddy, no mainstream education. I want to do Kangen. I want to go the uncharted course. Okay, fair. So I was just telling him about why network marketing tick off the boxes as an ideal career. I don't even want to say business or working, as an ideal career. Why network marketing ticks off all the boxes? So first and foremost, you see, why some people give up? Why some people along the way, they have a goal, they see all the successful people up there, and then they give up? There must be a few reasons. One, they are not clear. They don't have clarity of the industry, of the company, of what they are doing. So when you don't have clarity, it's just like you are walking in the woods, and then you are not sure whether it will lead you to a certain direction. Then you see things that's not okay, or you see some dark clouds, you turn back and run out the same way you came in. That's what happened. But if you are clear, you know deep inside you that this road you go, even though how long it may take, and even if there's rain, you will reach the other end of the woods, you will continue the journey. So firstly, for new people especially, you must be very clear of this industry, why this is the most ideal career for you. Like, for example, financial freedom. Okay, for me, I like one point about network marketing that I love is because there is leverage. Today, I have businesses in 25 countries, guys. I even got small group, not that big, small group in Hyderabad. But how, if the business is solely dependent on Garygan, me, a person, no way. I got 99% of the Cambodia market is in my team. How can I do all this? And these are not my direct. These are probably like 10, 12 levels from me. But I'm still getting paid financially. I got financial benefit from all these people all over the world. Okay, so one aspect is the leverage factor. But does the people who are going to do Kangen, ENAGIC business, do they know about this? Do they clear about this? Do they want this? Because if they're not clear about this, small rejection, they will already put up the white flag, walk back home. So the point I'm trying to say is, okay, I want to give you this example. Do you all know what is a Ferrari car? Do you all know a Ferrari?
Yeah.
The sports car Ferrari?
Right.
Okay.
Right. We do.
All of y'all know? If you know, show me a hand. At least I know you are following me. Okay, you all know a Ferrari car, okay? So the car, a Ferrari car, you and I know, is one of the fastest car in the world. You get into the car, you fly, okay? Now, I ask you a question. if you as a driver, you go into the car and you do your best and the car is not flying, it's going slower than a bicycle. Is it the problem of the Ferrari or the problem of the driver? I'm talking of real Ferrari, not Ferrari made in China. No engine, just the outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking a real Ferrari. Everybody drives that car, it fly. And if you are go into the car and you drive, and then it's slower than the bicycle, is it the problem with the Ferrari or maybe problem with the driver? Maybe you don't have clarity. You don't even know how to start the car. You don't know where is the brakes. You don't know what to do. You don't have clarity. So why people give up? Because they don't have real clarity. When you have clarity of something, you will hang on. Of course, I have to say this. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Okay, sometimes people give up for really valid reasons. But that's life. Sometimes they go to three, like in my case, I have to go to 14 companies to find ENAGIC. Yeah. Okay, but the basic of it is this. That's why I always tell people, I'm not sure if any one of you have got my book called the Seven Golden Rules of Network Marketing Millionaire. If you have not got it, go to Amazon or you can get my ebook later. My guys can put a link there. I put a lot of clarity there. So the point is this: you need to have clarity in your business. Before even talking about goal setting or never give up or this and that, because once you are very clear that that's a Ferrari, all you need to do is you learn whatever you take, you try as many times, even if it doesn't move 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you know that Ferrari, it will fly. Once you are so convicted with this, you will make it sooner or later. Sometimes it may even take 1 company, 2 company, 3, 10, 20, I don't know. But if you are already in ENAGIC, and I already told you, based on my experience after 15, it's already the best. Yeah. So if it's not working for you as an individual, maybe it's not ENAGIC. Maybe you need to do, and I believe a lot has to do with self-development. Actually, more so in network marketing, where the real business is a people business. I don't care if you are selling a phone, a car, a gadget or whatever. Ultimately, you are dealing with people. More so in network marketing, your level of self-development must be there. If you are not improving your self-development, you will somehow see the results in your ENAGIC Kangen network marketing business will also not be there. So these two goes hand in hand with each other. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So as you said, like you completed 13 years in ENAGIC. Probably you started in the very early days when ENAGIC started in Malaysia, if I'm not wrong. So how did you get into ENAGIC business? First question. Second, since it was a very new company, how did you find out like this is gonna be the super hit for you now, because it's 15th company now and working on a high ticket value product?
Okay. Good question. First, I like to clarify that I started ENAGIC in Malaysia 1 year before ENAGIC opened in Malaysia. So that was during the time me, Samsia, I'm sure you all heard of Samsia, Samsan. Yeah. Sam joined about 6 months before me. So we were all blind leading the blind in the early days. But okay, so firstly, ENAGIC was very new when I joined. But you must understand, whether we like it or not, ENAGIC is a network marketing business. So network marketing business works on certain things that, as long as you know how to play this game, you will fly. I'll be very frank with you. Ashur, if it's not ENAGIC, if tomorrow there's another company, you will see my name up on the board again. Because it's the same game. It's just like playing football in different country. The game is the same. Okay. So I started 1 year before ENAGIC opened in Malaysia. So how do I know? So actually before Kangen, I have already become financially free in another network marketing from Malaysia. I don't know you heard of this company called Quantum. Yeah. Quantum, the independent. Sam was also in that company, but he wasn't really active. I was one of the top leaders there. Okay. So having had a lot of experience, 14 companies before ENAGIC, a lot of experience, a lot of good connections, a lot of good general. And the company wasn't, at that point of time, it was still doing okay, but I see and I heard a lot of, most likely it may not last that long, you know, that kind of thing. So when one of my downline in that business showed me about ENAGIC, so I still remember it was very interesting. That time there's no YouTube or Facebook or this kind of thing, so he gave me DVDs. So those days we all look at DVDs. I remember I have stacks of DVDs of Daniel DiMercalli, Bob Gridelli. So what I saw in that video was very interesting because I used to sell medical equipment when I was young. So two things caught my attention at that point of time. They talk about medical device and it's from Japan. And my so-called immediate sponsor told me that this is something like network marketing, which is my strength because I've been doing a lot. I know how to play this game. So then it was also a blessing. At that point of time, my late mother had a very bad cough for months, like 1 month, 2 months. So I was thinking, and I made a lot. I mean, I made a lot of money from that previous company. So even a 4,000 water machine wasn't really a big deal to me at that point of time. So then I got the machine. You know, I wanted to try the water. Nobody has that machine yet in Malaysia. So I bought the machine. We got it from Hong Kong. It took 7 days to come. In the early days, it came from Hong Kong. And yeah, that's how we started the business. But how I became 6A in 4 months, okay? No office, no company, nothing. It was just like illegal smuggling from Hong Kong. You know, the machine was just coming from Hong Kong. So a lot of people ask me, wow, Gary, so tough. At that point of time, if you tell people $4,000 water machine in Malaysia, people will take a broomstick and chase you away, you know, crazy. The most expensive, 500, even 1,000 is expensive, 4,000, you know. But again, I knew the game we were playing. So from the very day one, for me, not all my people, but for me, I was selling the opportunity more than the product. Product is good. We did demo. Every time we showed the business, we did a demo. Yes, not video demo, physical demo in the early days. But I was showing them the ROI, return of investment. And maybe at that point of time, I was lucky because I've already had a lot of strong people with me. I just need to bring 1 or 2 of them together. We see the vision and yeah, it exploded.
Yeah, got it. So just want to know one question, since we were talking about financial freedom.
Yes.
We were talking about leverage. So first, let's talk about financial part.
Okay.
A lot of people come from different business background. They're well-settled people in our group. They're already well-established. Even as you said, before joining Kangen, you were financially free. 4,000, spending $4,000 for you was not a big deal.
Yeah.
So when any person see Kangen who is already financially free, or you can say making good money, so sometimes he does not see big in Kangen. You know, he thinks it will take a lot of time to make big money, or he may or may not be able to make that much money which he's already currently making. So you have a 13 years of experience. What message you want to give to them? And just an overview, if you can share, like how much money can be made as per your experience.
You see, Maneet, this, okay. So here's the thing, Maneet. I have a very different approach to life to a lot of people. I don't know, but maybe right, maybe wrong. Okay, but it's just me. You see, when I remember I told you, of course, money is very important. And it depends on the crowd you're talking. You see, if you are talking to a person who is already making so much money, okay, I got one downline. He's now a 6A2-3. Today, he's 62 years old. At that time when he was about to join me in Kangen, he's rich. So when you tell him about starting at 1A, $285 or $300, he had no interest. So again, I want to say this, money is important, but money is different to different people. So what I want to tell you, okay, I can be right, I can be wrong. You just imagine this.
Sure.
99% of the business world out there has one problem: no time. Do you agree?
Yeah.
If you all agree, give me a 2 on the chat button there. If you all agree, punch a 2. A lot of businesses, especially traditional business out there, okay? And I've seen, hey, one of my downline in Malaysia, the husband is the 5th richest man of Malaysia. Understand? Listen, 5th richest man. Do you think she got no money? Plenty. She got money that can last 10 generations.
Yeah.
She come into me, bought 80 machine, 80.
80 machines.
You think she don't like money? She like, but she wants. So the point is this: rich people also still want money, okay? But sometimes not all only want money. So you have to show them the different parts of ENAGIC that can entice them. It's just like buffet. You go to a buffet, there's like 20, 30 types of food. Not everybody like the same. But
Sure.
if you show them all, maybe some of them like the health part. Maybe they can use this health part to help other people who are not healthy. But I tell you, a lot of people that came into me that built the business very strongly. I got many -3 and -2 in my group. Even I got -4 in my group. They come in, one of the reasons they tell me is because of time. Now, this is what I sell very powerful through the years. I always tell people this, and this is my tagline. But some people buy, some people don't buy. It's okay. Some people get it, some people don't get it. It's okay. I always tell people, time versus money, which is more important? I ask them. So if they say money, then money, okay, we also got money. I can show you. But of course, they say, oh, but my company is a public listed, like I'm a Lakshmi Mittal, you know, I'm an Ambani brother. I can, okay, no problem. Then it's okay. But maybe Kangen may not make you a billionaire. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Maybe. But is that what you want, to be a billionaire? If yes, maybe Kangen. But I can guarantee you one thing based on my story. Kangen, if you do it right, and we have the system to show you how to do it right, the right platform, the right mindset. If you do it right, Kangen can make you very wealthy in time. Wealthy in time. So my question is, do you value time? Time versus money. Do you value time? Because I always tell people, if you lose money, today you lose $1 million. Tomorrow, if you are lucky, you can make it back.
Yeah.
But today, you lose 1 year of your time, not even 1 year, 1 minute. That 1 minute is gone forever, is game over. And when a person has a critical, terminally ill disease, okay, and he only got 1 more month to live, he don't want anything. He just want to have more time. Do you agree? Because time finish, game over. So ENAGIC and network marketing, I always tell people this, you know, making money, there are so many ways to make money, guys. You go to crypto also can make money. You sell cars, you sell luxury plane. You make maybe more money than Kangen. I know. I got people who have 20 Ferrari, make more money than Kangen. Not happy, no time, no family, no health. So I ask a question. So what's the point? Make the money. I'm not saying money is no good. Money is good. You can spend, you can have a good life. No. But show them the buffet. To me, ENAGIC is the best platform where you can have overall happiness, overall freedom, overall success. Yeah, you may not be a billionaire. Maybe you cannot have a private jet with Kangen, maybe. Or maybe you can, I don't know. But is that what you want? So give people what they want. Over to you, Maneet.
So, I mean, the answer which I got probably can be fit for the person who is already wealthy, because he is not looking for money. But
Yes.
a lot of people come from lower middle class families
Okay.
where money is the priority.
Okay.
So,
Sorry. So if money, of course, minimum, the 8-point, you all know about the 8-point plan, right?
yeah,
Minimum the 8-point plan, you can already see very good money to be made in ENAGIC. But again, no right, no wrong. I always like to show people this, okay? You see, this was the early days in Kangen. Many people, when they look at the 8 point, they always see how much money they can make by selling the Kangen machine. But I like to show people how much you can make when your team starts to sell the Kangen machine. Again, it's come back to the leverage part. Because not many business out there gives you this leverage. If you open a cafe, if you open a restaurant, if you open, let's say, a car workshop, everything is dependent on you. There's no way somebody in Cambodia or somebody in Thailand, Vietnam or Africa or America, somebody over there sold a machine, I get paid. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you okay? Are you all okay for one story?
Yeah, sure.
So just to add to this point, okay, I can see some of my partners are here from Cambodia, like Kun Hong and all that. Hi, Susadai. So I still remember when I first become a 6A. When I first become a 6A, I went to a country called Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know where Philippines is, right?
Yeah.
And I still remember talking to many people. A lot of people didn't show up. Doesn't matter. Finally, I talked to one guy. Today, he is my -4. His name is John Lim from Manila. And just, I wasn't even expecting him to even buy or even do the business. But he saw the product, excited, and he had some network marketing background. I showed him the plan. He was even more excited when he saw the money. And all I did was I left him an ORP meter. You all know what's an ORP meter, right? To test the antioxidant. And I came back to Malaysia after staying in Manila for 5 days, came back to Malaysia. And the next day, can you imagine the next day? Just having breakfast and then with one of my business partner, and then a message came from John and he said he sold 5 machines. In my 6A line. In my 6A line.
Okay. And he didn't even buy the machine.
Come again?
Did he buy the machine?
Yeah, he bought. Before I left, he bought. So I knew that he's going to do the business. I even told him, I said, John, if you can get some people, I will come back to Philippines, you know, gather 20 people for me. But this guy is a champion lah. I knew it lah, you know. So the next day, while I was just having a very famous food in Malaysia called nasi lemak. This is my nasi lemak story. Okay. So I always tell people, you know, so while I eating nasi lemak, how much is 6 point for a SD501 in India?
It's close to $1,200.
US dollars.
Yeah.
You multiply that by 5, it's like 6,000, right? 1,002 times 5.
Hold on. So shall I tell you in ringgit?
Oh no, tell it in lakhs. In India,
rupees?
Lakhs. Rupees, sorry, rupees.
78,000 rupees.
For that 5 machine.
Sure, for 5 machines.
Yeah.
So for 5 machines, it's 3,90,000.
How would you like to earn that while having your masala tea? I'm telling you. You tell me what type of business gives you that. If you can, show me. And somebody all the way 4 hours flight from Malaysia in Manila. Now, I like to show that because people like passive income, especially younger generation today. You know, I don't just only show the money you can make. Money that you can make, good. But money you make while you're having your masala tea, while you're having your dosa. That's my strength. Okay, so I like to tell people the leverage. One best thing I love about network marketing is the leverage. I know that I will make a lot of money and I will make time freedom because the whole work is not dependent on me. But I need to start. I need to get my general. As long as I can get my people in place, it's just like you build your McDonald's. Once you have your McDonald's everywhere, the money just come in. It's like building pipeline. Yeah, there's one book. Go and get, if you haven't read that book called Parable of the Pipeline. Have you read that book before, Maneet?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, highly recommended. More important than ENAGIC antioxidant book. Go and read that book. It's the right
Oh,
mindset.
yeah.
Yeah. When I
So
was
there's a
very young, I
story.
read that book. Yeah.
There's a video also of Parable of Pipeline.
Yes. We need to, if we want, you see, time, you see, you are either having time or you are busy making money. But ENAGIC gives you a point that you can have time and money keep coming. How?
Sure.
So if you have the right mindset and you can see ENAGIC from this point of view, it's the best business in the world. Best. Yeah.
So three, four people have texted me personally, asking, Gary's talking about a lot of money, lot of money. So Maneet, can you please ask me what is lot of money? So just an overview. Certainly we, take care of certain ethics and codes of conduct into ENAGIC as well. But just an overview. How much money as a dash 5 or dash 4 can be made probably in a month? One of the figures if you want to give.
Okay, very good in US dollar, very good 6-figure.
A very good 6-figure.
Very good 6-figure. And guys, we are actually very lucky. You know why? Because we make US dollar living in Malaysia and India and Cambodia. Tell me, same thing. The dash 5 in America, okay? The dash 5 in America, he also make, let's say, 100,000. I also make 100,000 US. But imagine my 100,000 in Malaysia is 460,000, but he's still 100,000.
Yeah.
So, hey, guys, this is a very good selling point. I still remember my early days. One of my greatest selling point in promoting Kangen, better than Kangen water, is this sales pitch. How would you like to make US dollars stay in Malaysia? That's it. People sign up just like that. How would you like to make US dollar living in India? How would you like to make US dollar living in Cambodia? Just this pitch. Of course, there are some people who say, no, it's okay. But you get one Maneet Puri, enough lah.
You are right.
Yeah.
You're right. So,
Yeah.
Gary, like as a lot of people come from different network marketing company where the ticket value is very low. And when they see ENAGIC, certainly they are very much confident with the product. They like the plan, but some of the other thing holds them, Will I be able to sell a high ticket value product? See, I know, like I'm into this business for like 30 months. I know it's it's similar, like showing the MW plan or showing ENAGIC plan, the conversion is same. It's up to you. You want to sell $100 product or you want to sell $4,000 product. But as a newcomer who has never saw such big ticket size product in network marketing, so how do you convince him to be the part of ENAGIC and give confidence? Yeah, you can do it.
That's a very good question, Maneet. I used to do a lot of objection handling and convincing strategy session. But after 13 years in ENAGIC, 30 years in network marketing, I realized one thing, again, again, it's just my point of view. It's just me.
Sure.
I realized that in this world, our role actually in ENAGIC, in Kangen, our role is just to present. The right person will say yes to you. The wrong person, even if you have Mr. Oshiro next to you, the wrong person will still say no. Even you have Mr. Oshiro, even you bring this person to ENAGIC headquarters in Okinawa, he also will say no. So again, I just want to say this. Our role, I was just talking to 2 girls from Belgium, not from my team, from one of my good buddies' team. They are Muslim from Belgium. And I told them, I said, you actually, you think about this, Mani. You just think about this. You just need to focus to present this opportunity. Your KPI, your key performance index, is not about trying to convince people. Your key performance index should be every day, try to show this to as many people as you can, get as many no's as you can, just to get to Maneet Puri. Minimum two. Minimum two, minimum.
Yeah.
That's your role. Because I can tell you, based on my 30 years experience in network marketing, 13 years in Kangen, you can say all the right things. If it's not the right person to you, no point. You can even bring Mr. Ochiro there, he will still say no. If he is a Samsia, you can even tell him drink strong acid 2.5, he will still join. And he still will, you will still break through to India, I'm telling you. So your role is not about convincing. Those days I always think about convincing, because when you are in the convincing mode, you will realize, then you, again, remember, we all have 24 hours a day. Instead of you try to convince somebody to see your picture, talk to another person that may be a Samsia, maybe a Cynthia Brigranti or a Romy Vadera. You know what I'm saying? So if you can come to a mode. So now my key message to all my team members is, forget about convincing. Focus on numbers. Every day, the more people you hit, the chances of a Cynthia Briganti is there. But when you focus on trying to convince, your number of new people you meet lesser, and then you're wasting time, energy, and your emotion all go down because of trying to convince. And if he is not the right person, even if he join you also, you don't move. So what's the point?
So sure. So
You.
you mean to say we need to show a lot of plans, automatically people will keep coming. Those who doesn't want to join, don't convince him, just show the path, he will join you himself.
Just show. Of
So
course,
there is a question.
if he has questions that need to be answered, do answer. But don't stress to try to get him to see, because there is no right and wrong. Maneet, you agree, right?
Yeah.
Just like I like to see, I saw one message on Facebook. If that guy, you know the number 6, you know the number 6?
Yeah.
If you are standing on this side, you see is 6. But if he is standing on the other side, he sees 9. So if you are trying to convince the guy that is seeing a 9, that you see a 6, who is going to win? Never. It will be a never-ending debate.
Yeah,
So present and if you believe in God Almighty, the universe, let the big boss up there decide who is your Samsia, who is your Garygan. That's it. Your role is present. That's it. Easy.
Sure. So Gary, I have one of the guy from our team, Mukesh, is asking a question. So as he does not come from network marketing background, so he's doing first time, how hard it is for a non-network marketer versus network marketer to be successful?
Sometimes I find out that a non-network marketer, based on my experience, especially now, a non-network marketer has higher chances to be successful. You know why? Because not so much rubbish in the head. You can ask some of my team members here. My first session in our KPT Freedom Summit, I always ask them to do this. Clear out the rubbish.
Okay.
Yeah. Many people, especially they are from network marketing, and especially if they are in other type, like binary, consumer item, small, commission base, big numbers of people, monthly maintenance, those kind of thing. Yeah. So even though they may be very successful in that company, when they come to, let's say, a business like Kangen, they need to follow. They need to throw their ego down, because even if you are a champion hockey player, but tomorrow you want to play golf, you must listen to the golf coach. Yeah. So to answer that question, it doesn't matter whether you have experience or not. Every business, every career, you can learn. But more important, I again want to say this, your ability to put your ego down and your ability to learn and follow the successful people. If you can do that, your chances of success very high.
Yeah.
Hope it answers your question, man.
Yeah. So Gary, as we are talking about, monetary part, freedom, but somewhere down the line, we also understand like product is also very important, right? Since we are in the industry where we emphasize a lot of, more on product as well, because we have such a great product with us.
Yes.
So can you highlight little bit about product as well? Because a lot of people in the team, even after training, get confused about other companies. They also claim they are medical grade from Korea, and so many blah, blah, blah stories are there. So how do you see Kangen versus others?
Again, Maneet, this kind of thing has to come from clarity of the product, clarity of the company. Now, I still remember many years ago when we started in Malaysia, I told you the price very high, 4,000. And
Yep.
then when you know about the 8 point, then many people somehow think, wow, so much money actually is going to distributor. But that's a different way of looking. Okay. Again, I want to say this: there's no right and wrong. The person who thinks that ENAGIC is a scam, is paying so much, he is right. But he's right on his own way, so he can continue to do whatever he wants. It's up to him. It's his journey, right? So no, we don't need to argue. But I remember one time, I think we went to Hong Kong that time for a 6A leaders meeting with Oshiro. So I met Mr. Oshiro, and at that point of time, I was very new. I think I just became a 6A or 6A2. And I asked Mr. Oshiro, I said, Mr. Oshiro, why you make the machine so expensive? The Korean machine is so cheap. Also got plate, also can do antioxidant, alkaline. I say, yo, Mr. Oshiro, wow. People all complaining in Malaysia. Wow, crazy, $4,000, so expensive. Mr. Oshiro tell me one thing only. Change my mind forever. He told me this. He said, Gary, you want me to make a cheap machine, or you want me to make a machine that can change the world? That's all I need to hear. Because you make cheap machine, plenty, so many cheap machine out there, ma. But if you want to make a machine that can change the world, that can have so many testimony, you can literally with your own eyes see so many people get much better in their health because of this product, then this is the price you have to pay. So he told me this. He actually told me this. And when I know about this, that's why again, clarity. I become very confident. I go back to Malaysia. That time I go back to Malaysia, no more issue 4,000. I only tell same thing I told what Mr. Oshiro told me. I told this, but I said, you want a water system in your house that can give the best water to your family, or you want a cheap product? You want a cheap product? No need to talk to me. Get somebody from Amazon or something. Buy there or the 5 foot way buy. But you want a water that can give the best to your family? Look at this one. So then I asked them another question. Is your family important to you? Is your health important to you? If all this is not important, then don't look at Kangen. Go and look at the cheap machine. Plenty out there. So this is, again, clarity. So if you know how the machine is being made, you know what is the quality of the titanium plates, you know why we even put salt water into the machine, it doesn't rust. How come we can get ISO 13485? Then the long lasting. And then, of course, third party story, very important. Today, not like those days. Those days, very limited resources. Today, you go to internet, plenty of testimony, plenty. Yeah. So social proof, very important. But again, Maneet, before I end, no matter how much you can say, some people will still say yes, some people will still say no, it's okay. Next. Yeah.
So as we are talking about the quality of the machine, since in India it's been 7 years, ENAGIC has been working. So we can see 7-year-old machine, as you have been working since 13 years now. So have you actually seen a product, ENAGIC machine working for last 30, 35 years? As we said, last 20, 25 years easily. So have you seen?
I was in Okinawa 2 years back before the COVID. I've seen a 30, I think I've seen a 30 years old machine.
30-year-old machine.
30 in a kindergarten in Okinawa.
Okay.
Yeah. My machine is 13 years. I've got so many 13 years old. One of my team members just trade in a 15 years machine for a K8. The lady brought from America to Malaysia, 15 years old.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, let's even, I don't know about the mindset in India, but let's just put the ENAGIC aside. Made in Japan. Is that a very powerful word in India? Made in
Yeah,
Japan?
very powerful, very powerful.
And if they don't believe, if they really want to do business, show them the factory. Some people still tell me, Gary, I heard the ENAGIC is made in China. I said, I give you $1 million. Show me the factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gary, you were talking about bring minimum 2 people down. As our plan is more about, opening your horizontal legs, horizontal hierarchies, where you can make more money. But besides that, you need to take care of minimum 2 hierarchy. You need to balance it so that you can achieve ranks. So,
Yes.
how do you see ENAGIC as a business plan? Do we need to focus more on working horizontally, or we should focus more on binary side of thing where we can achieve rank fast? So how do you see ENAGIC as a business after 13 years now?
Okay, my vision on the business structure itself has changed through the years. As you know, 13 years is a long
Yeah,
time.
that
So
is
in
why I
the
was.
early days, not like today, in the early days, everybody just buy one account, okay? Today, wow, crazy, people buying trifecta, quad, 4 account, 7 account. That day, one of my member in America buy 10 account. Okay, so now it's a different game. Now people know how to do structure, how to maximize income. Okay, ideally, you ask me, ideally, if you really want to come in, minimum 3 trifecta, minimum.
Okay.
And I don't believe people tell me I don't have money. Okay, Jack Ma don't have money. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg also when start no money. Money you can find. If he say, oh, I only can afford one, I say, then you are not serious. Not to say not serious, you will regret, because once you build your group, you cannot have the structure on top anymore. Okay, so minimum 3. So if you have 3, your own 2 account minimum, your own 2 account, go as wide as you can until you find minimum 2 generals on each leg. Because you need these 2 legs. See, Kangen is not a binary business.
Sure.
But you need 2 legs to go up rank. That's the rule. So in the early days, before we even talk about trifecta, those days people don't talk buy 3 account trifecta. No. So in the early days, people have one biggest problem. They only have 1 account, and then they go so wide, they cannot go up. So remember, you must balance between depth and width. Depth gives you security because you need to go up rank. And the worst is when you go wide too much, your maximization is not there. And then your downline starts to go higher than you have a problem.
Yeah.
Not to say a big problem. Actually, your downline go higher than you, but it's a happy problem because one side is strong. You need to be on the other side.
Yeah.
Again, the mindset, I always tell people, ENAGIC is not a sales business. Remember that. Okay, it may be very deep to some people. If you are very new today, you may want to write this on your notepad or something. ENAGIC is not a sales business, although it may look like one. ENAGIC is a people finding business. You just need to find a Samsia and a Cynthia Briganti, one side, on the other side, you make millions. Simple. Simple. I'm telling you. Oh, Maneet or Gary, done. Okay. But yes, the product movement will be there. Okay. But yeah, you can also do it the other way to sell the product and show the plan. This is up to you. But to me, network marketing has always been a people finding business. So when I started, I was really out targeting. Even when I start new country, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, Indonesia, America, Africa, China, I was more towards looking for the right people. The product is a conversation. There's no doubt about it. But are you the right person I'm looking for? Yeah.
Great. So I just want to tell to my people, if anybody has any question, please send me in the chat box so that I can look into it and straight away forward it to Gary. So please text me your questions if you have any question so that we can, talk to Gary on this. So Gary, one more thing.
Yeah.
Since at this stage, right, how
Yeah.
frequently uh, we should focus on our direct sales as well? Because a lot of people, once they build up the group, they don't focus on their direct sales. So as like after 13 years of success, how do you see more about direct sales as well?
Okay, you see, direct sale, actually direct sale, okay. I don't like to call direct sale. Okay. Again, I'm very different. I like to call recruitment because I'm a people person. When you say direct sale, you're thinking of trying to the sales word, you are trying to sell something. So I am always on a recruitment mode. Every day, everywhere I go, I see the Grab, I see the Uber, I go in the restaurant, or I go my diving, I go to groups. I am always on the lookout for the right person. Recruitment. So if you ask me this question, after 13 years, am I still doing recruitment? The answer is a big YES, yes. Because I don't mind another Samsia in my team. I don't mind another Cynthia Briganti in my team. So why should I stop? Of course, when you already like money, when you already have your team, this is just my ratio, just me, may not be for you, but just me. 80% team building, 20% continuous recruitment. That's me. So of course, when I started in my early days, I was 80% recruitment, 20% team building, because my team small, nothing big. Today, one Zoom, 6, 7 countries come into my Zoom, you know. So I need to spend a lot of time, and maybe because I am very inspired by my mentor in the early days, I have reached a certain level that I want to see my people make it. And I always remember, I always tell my people this. I rather, and this is my character again, it's just me. I rather eat bread, plain bread, okay? We all my people, then I eat lobster alone. That's just me. I eat lobster alone in a 5-star hotel. Whoa, very beautiful. I eat alone. I don't like that, you know. So when I reach to a certain point, money is not an issue. I have everything I want, you know. Time, I sometimes I still slap myself in the face every morning. It's like, is this life real? But it's real. So I'm so blessed. What more? I mean, how many more lobster can I eat? How many Ferrari can I drive? So I want to see my team. So 80% of my time now is focusing on systems, social media marketing, new way of expanding the business empire. That's me lah. But yeah, it depends on the individual character lah.
So as you said, like in the early days, you were more focused about 80% recruitment since you were new, you had a small group, and 20% retention.
Yes.
So how do you retain people, and how much is the retention rate in your group? Because sometimes we think we bring in people, but retention rate sometimes, as a whole, I'm talking about in network marketing, is certainly less, right? So how to retain people? What are your strategies? If you can share few of you with us.
Okay, so retention is something is beyond your control. I'll be very frank with you. You can do all the right things in the world. There are some people who don't like you. There are some people who just don't want to follow you. There are some people who just don't want to be part of you. I'm okay with that. Okay. To me, if you have chance to speak to any of my team members, they know I built my business just like a family. So when you have a love to your children, you don't impose on them. If they love you back, good, I love them. You know, but if they don't love me back, I still love them. They are my children anyway, right? So, but I realized that the best way is always to have activities. Of course, nowadays you can have more activities because you can have Zoom. So you can meet on Zoom, you know. But my team is called the Kangen Power Team International. So we do a lot of events. Sometimes we do it in Malaysia, sometimes we do it in the Philippines, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, you know. So get the people together. And always remember, there will be people who follow you and there will be people who don't. But it doesn't matter. As long as you keep on having the right heart, you want to help them, there will be people who follow you. Yeah.
So you mean to say if we have a system, if we have events, if we have activities, we
Yes.
just need to put our people in. Those who will follow will succeed. Those who will not follow will run away.
Yes.
So
And
there is no set formula to retain people. It's just that keep giving them activities.
yeah, some people
Am I right?
always think, oh, maybe I be a people pleaser. I please them. In fact, that is worse. I've seen a lot of people pleaser, at the end also nothing, zero. People also don't. And the more they try to please that person, become even more distant than close to that person. So just do, like you say, do how you feel, just like your children. I still remember my mentor used to tell me this. It can be something very powerful for you. He said, build your network marketing business like you build your family. Give the love to your business just like you love your family. Because if you do that for certain reason, your group will grow. That's how I always believe that. Just like your family. Yeah.
Sometime, Gary, I don't know whether you have heard it or not in your group, but I don't mind to share publicly, but I have been experiencing this in my group. A lot of people have achieved 5A rank touching 6A, and from 5A to 6A journey, where we have supported them just like, the way you said, it's your family, it's your children. But now they are realizing they didn't get any support. They have started complaining. They have started into a complaining mode and telling all around in the group, oh, I don't get any support from my team. So why does it happen? Is it a transition? Is it a change from 5A to 6A, which takes sometimes a lot of time? Sometimes it's their irritation because they are not achieving the level, or I don't know. You just highlight this point.
I shared that in my last Freedom Summit to my people. I said, my style of building from day one, not only 5A to 6A. From day one, the guy come in 1A, I already get the guy to do it himself. Little support means you can come and see what our team is doing. You can get our information, but do the thing you do. Because again, I want to tell you, it's just like bringing out family. If Maneet, you got children?
Not yet.
Not yet. Very soon you will have, right? So if you have a baby, 6 months old, every day, night you feed is normal. But if this baby already 15 years old and you carry and mom, and you feed, how? Problem. But in network marketing, there is no line that is drawn. So people don't know what to do. I always tell them, from day one, even 1A, your role is to make sure you get the person independent as fast as possible. I got one of my downline today. He's a 6A coming to 6A2. He buy the machine today. Tomorrow he show demo to 20 people. Tomorrow, he like that. I don't care. You make mistake, I better happy. Why? You make mistake today, you learn. Tomorrow, you learn. After 5 times you make mistake and you learn, you better than me. That's my strategy. Yeah, some people may think it's a bit cruel, but because some people they have this they want to they call it the perfectionist mindset. Oh, if I let the new person do and then he do mistake, he may lose the sale. To me, I rather lose the sale, but I want this person to be Garygan. That's my mindset. So he lose 1 sale, 2 sale, 5, even lose 10 sale, I'm okay, but I am building that person. So if that person, so it's a matter of you are focusing on building people, or are you focusing on getting sales? Nothing wrong in either one. But in my case, I feel long term, I want this person to be strong. I need to give maybe hard training in the beginning. So my style is like this. And then even if they are new, they ask me certain questions. This is also I want to share with you. I don't know if it benefit you or not, but this is my way, and it has proven very well. People ask me straight question. For example, Gary, what is the SD501 price in India? Let's say my Cambodia team asks me, I don't give them answer. I say, please check with your branch manager. Please look for Google. I know I can easily give them the answer, easy, but no, because every time you, I want this, you give, I want this, you give, you are spoiling them. You are not making them independent. So always get them to do things that they, after some time, they won't ask you already. My people ask me 3 questions. After the 3rd question, they won't ask me. They say, Gary, wasting time. Ask him, he asked me another thing. Ask me, then they know how to find the answer. Do that. Yeah.
Because I have seen in my 30 months of experience, a lot of people, we have supported them, putting sponsoring under them.
Oh.
You
Okay.
know, there is a person I don't want to name.
Okay.
My upline has put one person under him. He's gonna be 6A now. And one of the sponsoring I did on his other line, he's gonna be 4A. Technically, very soon he will be 6A too. But
Okay.
after, he's not 6A yet, but his hierarchy set in future he'll be 6A too very soon. And he is in complaining mode like anything. Probably couple of times he blocked on WhatsApp, doesn't pick up the call, lot of complaints, lot of expectation, so many things. And now I realize at this point of time, because over the period of time, you learn a lot of things by your mistakes. What do you think? Giving sponsoring to the team is right strategy, or we should hold on?
My point of, again, Maneet, that's a very good question, powerful question, but this is just my point of view. No right, no wrong, my point of view. Never throw sales down to your downline. Never. The only time you throw sales down, if that account is you. Like your main account, your second account, you throw, okay. I mean, again, no right, no wrong, but my 13 years of experience, many people, short-term thinking is okay because I throw sales, I still get commission.
Yeah.
And that person also get commission. Nothing wrong. Yes. What is wrong? Let me tell you, if you look at this situation long-term, number one, you are already sending out a signal this person has no capability to find business. That's why you need to help. It's like you are treating him as abnormal, number one. Number two, you are giving him a drug. Oh, my upline throw sales. So, okay, let my upline do lah. Number two. Number three, don't forget, if the sales you throw down, if it is a champion, if that person you throw down is a champion, is a Maneet, is a Gary, is a Sinang Lek, is a Kun Hong, okay? Then when the sales go down, it will come to a point that this guy still benefit, but you don't get the benefit. But the person that you throw down doesn't even know who is the person below there. He is not going to look for that person. He's going to look for you. And then you will come to a point where you say, hey, it doesn't make sense. I don't make money. That person make money. He is not doing. And then now this person is looking for me for everything. Now, when that happens, emotionally, you are already thrown off guard. You are like all over the place. How are you going to focus on business? That's why a lot of my 13 years of experience, this type of conflict over and over and over keep happening. So in our training, in our team, we always tell people, you only throw the account down if that account belongs to you.
Got it. I mean,
Don't
if you have a
throw.
factor, then it's good to create your structure. Otherwise,
Yeah.
go
Now,
horizontal.
Yeah, now you know why I tell people trifecta, minimum trifecta. So you go horizontal all the way, even if any one of these person is a champion, he do halfway, he stop, doesn't matter, the top is your account. Find another one. The last thing, okay, guys, listen, whoever that's listening to this, the last thing you want is to give an impression to your downline that you need them. Remember this, I repeat one more time. This is a very powerful statement. Not many people like to talk about this, but I always tell this in my team. The last thing you want is to give an impression to your downline that you need them. And they are like your master. When that happens, game over. So they'll be like this, money, do this. No, money, I'm not going to do. I won't do this. It's like, hey, what's good? But you have no choice. You need them to go up. That's why I said the trifecta is important, because then you already make a structure, you don't need them. If they are with you, we work, we fight this thing together as a team, we go win together. But if you are not with me, I will still go up there with or without you. Then you see your posturing, your positioning is so different. Yeah.
It happened with me as well. Like when I started with trifecta. So how I became 6A2, my two IDs became 6A, so that's how I became 6A2. And that made me, a lot of money, I made a lot of money because of trifecta. Otherwise, so I always tell to my people who are seriously doing, put minimum 3 IDs and develop your business.
Minimum. Now you got so many products you can buy. Those days, when I joined, imagine when I joined, I also come in trifecta, 3 SD501. No other product we can buy, only SD501. But because when I saw it as a business, it's a no-brainer, Yeah.
So I got a question from you from the audience.
Okay.
So Lake Sinang, probably from your team, asking how did you go 6A in 4 months? What was your strategy in just 120 days, if I'm not wrong? In just 120 days, how did you manage 100 sales as a group?
In my case, I was very lucky because I have already been doing network marketing for a long time. I have strong people with me, and actually it's not so many people because all of us come in trifecta. So the number of people reduced, but more important, I realize is that, you see, everybody, whether they are working or they are doing business, what's in it for me? So I still remember in that 4 months, we were having a lot of contests. I was throwing a lot of money, not discounting. I was throwing a lot of money, contests, celebration, achievement, recognition. So everybody just want to do it. And they can see, of course, clarity. So we were showing a lot of big picture. I was very lucky because at that point of time, there's not much information out there. There's no internet. So, but because of my experience in network marketing, I'm able to show them the big potential of passive income they can make in the future. And we were going for 6A2. Those days, we were just going for 6A2 all the way. Yeah. Okay. So it just took me 4 months. Actually, by right, it's 3 months. 1 month delay because I think that month, no more voice, Within 2 weeks, my voice gone. I was talking morning until 3 a.m. in the morning every day, non-stop, massive action. I knew I found a jackpot. Seriously. Great. Yeah.
So just want to know a very straightforward question. Yes. Since you achieved 6 in 4 months, okay, you were a champion, you are a champion, you come from network marketing background, you got good people. But what should be ideal time to become 6A for a non-marketer? So what do you say on this?
Actually, there's no ideal time, Maneet. As I say again, the beauty with network marketing, it has never been about you, unless you are selling the machine, unless you are selling the product. If you are lucky to get somebody that is powerful, I've seen people make it in 1 month. Of course, if you want to take it slow, it can be maybe 6 months, 1 year. But hey, guys, remember, this is not a race. This is your business. So again, clarity of the business is very powerful. It's very important. Now, if you are selling the ROI, if you are selling a global, like I like to call, I am selling a global franchise. If you are selling a global franchise, people coming in with 3, it's no big deal. I mean, when I show them comparing with other type of business, 3, even 5, what plus, even 5 product is no big deal in terms of the investment amount. So when I was doing it, I remember I wasn't even bothered about people saying no to me, because I was like, great opportunity, yes or no? No, okay, thank you. Yes or no? No, okay, thank you. I was just going this way. And I was so excited because I knew that I found the jackpot and people will come in. Of course, I already got a few people that's coming in every day. They have already appointment for me. Boom. And always, guys, work with a team. I don't care who you are, whether you are in which country, turn around. Who are your team members? And it's okay if you just have only one member with you, but have a team. A team, not a user, a business partner with you. Your downline, your immediate downline. Have a team. When you are new, turn around, look around you. Do you have people with you that is working the business with you? You must have that. Go and find that. This is a strategy more powerful than you sell 100 Kangen machine yourself. Find a partner. Then add that partner, 2, 3, 4. I always look at players that make it by the number of people they brought into their team.
So just want to know one question about follow-ups. So there are two kind of people we show planning in the market, right? One category is people who we know, friends, colleagues, your partners, business partners, your relatives. So it's easy to follow up them because anytime you can go to their office, to go to their home without even calling. Even if they're ignoring you, you can straight away go and ask.
Okay.
But majority of the business, what I feel is my experience, I don't know about others, come from strangers. A lot of people in my team who are working with me today directly are strangers. So what should be the right strategy to follow up strangers since we don't know them and we don't know where will they be in future, how to meet them, they can ignore you. So what should be the right strategy to follow with strangers particularly?
So basically, whether it's stranger or friend, actually you think about this, strangers are friends you have not met. So strangers are also ultimately your friends. It's just that you have not met them before. So if you talk in terms of getting to know them, I think very important, you must have a follow-up system, either on internet, on Zoom, or you call them, but you need to have that close, how should I say, the close association, the close coming together. Because this business is like this. Have you all heard of a term, out of sight, out of mind? Yeah. So if the person don't hear from you, don't talk to you, so my style is I always keep in touch with my people. Although they are all over the world, I always keep in touch with them. I make sure that they know that Gary is still around. Gary is still doing Kangen. So
you mean to say, yeah. Please continue.
Yeah, you need to keep in touch with them. Very important. Yeah. Okay. Even if they are already doing it, they have their team, you need to keep in touch with them.
Relationship is more important than other things, right? You need to build your rapport first.
Yes. Actually, Maneet, I don't know you before, right? Through this, now I know you. How do I know in the future we not be business partner together? So, you're right. Ultimate network marketing, network first, marketing second. Okay. If that person do business with you, good. If you don't, the network is everything. The network determines your net worth.
Yeah, got it. So we will take 2-3 more questions as we will wind up now, since Gary is there for last 1 hour. It's already been a good time to be with Gary. We have asked so many questions. I guess this is one of the best trainings we have ever got in last 30 months. We invited Cynthia as well. We invited Romy as well. And of course, they were also very good. We had a lot of good time with them. We asked a lot of questions. But as far as if I talk about you, you were very clear about your thoughts. You were very straightforward and it touched my heart, to be very frank. So a couple of questions we can take from the audience. If anyone wants to ask, please raise your hand. I will give you unmute rights and you can go and ask whatever you want to ask. Okay. So we have Tejinder Singh with us. I'm taking him in spotlight. Hold on. Okay. Just allow me a moment, Tejinder ji. Okay. So, yeah, Tejinder ji, you can unmute yourself and go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Maneet ji. Thank you, Gary, for this wonderful information. on this network marketing, and very nice to hear your experience in network marketing for quite a long time. So you are in with Kangen also for the 13 years, and it's your 14th and 15th company, and you are making success in this. So first of thing that what I heard is what I like. I need to reiterate on that particular points wherein you mentioned that supporting or giving sales to the team uh, gives impression that that person is incapable, and you are dependent on him, and he will be your, he could be your boss. Yeah, you are very much right in this perspective, but I need to like understand that for the journey of 6A2, like in 6A2 we need to have two 6A in our left and right, though it is not MLM, but the concept is like that. But if we are more towards a horizontal way on sales, like putting sales on a horizontally, so it will I have an impression that it will delay your journey to 6A2. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I need a correction on my thoughts. So on, so that's why people used to maybe put sales in the downline. So they try to make two sales, like tripod like thing. They make a tripod, and then they keep on doing work on those IDs only, or those two numbers only, so that they uh, very quickly they become 6A2. So I need a clarity whether if a person gets a direct sales, or so shall he put in the horizontal way, or he should support the vertical, so that he can sooner become a 6A2. So I hope my query is clear.
Of course, Tajinder, nothing wrong. Again, I want to say is it's just my point of view. Also, my 13 years of experience of seeing how things unfolded after this has been done. So,
Okay.
you see, if that person in your group, let's say you have already the trifecta, you got the top one we don't talk about, we talk about the B and C. So you put a lot of leader, you put a lot of people here. Now, if that A, let's say 1A, if that person is a strong leader, let's just say is a leader or is a person that can be successful, all you need to do is you just support a bit. This person will grow. You don't need to put sales. The person will look for his own sale. He will recruit. He will do whatever it takes to make it. Now, and if let's say this person one day, or this person, or maybe this person is not the right person. He find the cousin find the brother, but brother find the neighbor, and then the neighbor found a Romy Vadera. This leg, whether you like it or not, it will explode. It will go to the far end of the world. Now, think about this. But if this person is not the right person, and you put sales, you keep putting sales, well, you are not going to benefit this person. This person is not going to benefit anyway. And this person, after some time, not benefit, okay. What if this person come back to you and give problem to you? Emotionally, headache also, you're stressed, So my experience is, last time I also do that. I thought I want to help this person. I throw. Oh, after some time, I thought by right should be more appreciative. But when you stop throwing, you say, hey, Tajinder, why you no more throw sales to me? I need the money now. I'm not saying everybody is the same. I'm just saying, based on my experience, that's why I say our mindset should be, we are looking for the right people. We are looking for the right people business. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Tejinder. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So probably it can be the last question from Mukesh. Mukesh, you can unmute and go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Gary. It is nice talking with you, and
Nice talking
you
to you
gave
too.
us a lot many inputs. So, as a newcomer, if somebody is going to a stranger, so what type of strategy he has to make? Because suppose in the start you are a newcomer, okay, you are just entering, you have not much of knowledge of about the product or the company. So, what type of strategy you try to teach to your team, or as a newcomer, I should be following?
Okay.
Any inputs?
Good question, Mukesh. Thank you for asking. I don't know about other team. In our team, we always have something called the ABC. ABC. So new people, try not to go and do the business yourself. It's very difficult. You got no result to show, no experience. People ask you 10 questions, you can only answer 2. Don't do it yourself. That's why A, B, C. You are B, you need to, your role as a new person is to connect your leader, may not be your direct sponsor. Sometimes your direct sponsor also not active, just user. Go and look for the nearest leader. So let's say if you are, your direct leader is Maneet, look for Maneet. So your role is not go to talk to C. Your role is to make an appointment so that A, which is Maneet, can talk to C.
Okay.
That's why we call this leverage business. That's the beauty in our business. We can leverage on our upline, on somebody more stronger than us.
Okay. Up to what time?
Up to what time? Up to until you start to be able to present. In my case,
Okay.
usually I go on the nine people rule. What is my 9 people rule? First 3, I talk, you listen. Second 3, you talk, I listen. I will still be there. The third 3, you don't need me. You can talk yourself already.
Yes.
So it's the 9 people. Yeah.
Yes. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Welcome.
Mukesh. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Mukesh.
So, Gary, one last question from my side.
Okay.
What message you want to give to our team? Very soon, we have 5 to 6 people coming up 6 in next 1 or 2 months. So probably our group will be stronger soon, more stronger. So what message you want to give, since you go back to your journey? You now I can see, myself in Gary, and you can see yourself in me, in the earlier days. So what should be the right message you want to give to us?
Okay. I think the right message is I think our time on earth are very fast. ENAGIC is definitely a Ferrari, as I told you. This car is a Ferrari. If your Ferrari, if you view your car is not moving according to what is supposed to move, it is not because of the car. Maybe you need to do more self-development. You need to improve certain skill. You need to improve yourself. But what I want to say is, from your journey today, right to now, until wherever you want to go, everywhere, wherever you want to go, our time on earth is very short. Just like this, I'm 13 years in ENAGIC. Just like this, I was just yesterday starting like that, 13 years. Better than achieving all the success, the best thing is to enjoy the journey. You may face some challenges along the way. Maybe some are very painful. Some friends turn to bitter enemy, but that doesn't matter. It is part and parcel of life. So more important is ask yourself this question: are you enjoying the journey to your success? That's more important. Yeah, because after some time, when you hit 6A, then before you hit 6A, you are excited. But when you hit 6A, 1 week later, no big deal already. But that journey, when you look back, nowadays we have a lot of memories on Facebook. When you look back, wow, so much good times, Yeah.
Got it. So just 1 or 2 things more from my end. Do you travel India? I mean, do you frequently come to India for business, or?
My first trip to India was 7 years ago. No, you said India opened 7, so 8 years ago. Hyderabad, but I've never. But maybe you can be the reason I go to India more often.
I would love if you can join us next month. We have a residential training program for 2 days, 1 night on 18th and 19th May. We would love to host you.
Let me arrange my time, because in this moment I'm building my home. Yeah, I'm building my house. Yeah. So time schedule is a bit tight, but definitely India is always on my mind.
And secondly, if you allow me, with your due permission, we would like to conduct one training session from your side for our group on certain things. We will discuss on that. If you allow us, probably anytime, whenever you feel free, we can have 1 hour training session on Zoom, where you can enlighten more about mindset, because what I believe is mindset is more important than skill set. Yeah. As we all do agree with this. So we can have certain training on mindset and the business plan as well. So probably we can speak over the phone 1-to-1 whenever you are free.
Sure.
And
that will definitely be possible. But in the meantime, if you all want to get this book,
sure, I'll share the link in my group so people can order on Amazon.
Yeah, then you can bring Garygan home to your house.
Yeah, great. So thank you so much, Gary, for coming and sharing your success secrets with our team. Thank you so much, and namaste. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon. See you, everybody. Namaste. Bye-bye.
So we will take one selfie. Please be on camera. I'll just click a picture. Jaldi se camera pe aa jao. Please come on camera fast. All of you, please come on. Turn on your camera. So I'll count 3 and I'll click picture.
Okay.
1, 2. Just hold on. Sorry, it left. Okay. So on the count of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gary, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your day. Get good recruitment. We'll change our words. No sales, recruitment. Thank you, Gary. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.